Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ale Pokemon channel for another Pokemon card opening video. We've got something pretty special today, but before we get into that, please do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy the video. It would mean a lot to me as a small YouTuber, would really appreciate it. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at AlePokemon25, which I'll put on the screen, so you can always go and follow me there for any updates, videos going live, that kind of thing. Now, you'll have already seen in the title what we're doing today, but first of all, I need a bit of background lore. So I actually recorded a video that was meant to be going up today, yesterday at the time of filming, and I was opening some packs of Chaos Rising, which I know I said I wasn't going to open, but I eventually got my hands on. Now, somehow, the footage from that has been deleted. I swear I didn't delete it. I'm pretty sure that I deleted the other videos, but not that, but the footage is gone. So that's just lost to time. And what makes it even worse is it was probably the craziest video I've ever recorded, because we pulled 2 SIRs out of the 12 packs we had. The Mega Floette SIR, there we go, very nice. And then also the Mega Greninja EX SIR, the 4th version of this card that we have pulled. But yeah, unfortunately, that footage has been lost to time. You'll never get to see that, unfortunately, which I'm really sad about, because I thought it was going to be a really fun video and I was looking forward to editing it. But never mind, we have to move on. It's one of those things that happens. So what I've decided to do instead, because I still needed a video to post today, is I'm going to bring out something I was saving for a later video. And today we are going to be opening up an entire Ninja Spinner Japanese booster box, which I picked up recently. Like I say, I was planning to use it later, but hey, it's as close to Chaos Rising as we're going to get. It's the closest I'm going to get to the video that I had planned. So we're going to be opening this. There's 30 packs inside, 5 cards in each pack. I'm going to rip it open and see what we can get. Just have a quick look at the box. On the side, we've got some of the card arts from the set. We've got the Octillery, the Flaffy, and then we've got the Deoxys, I believe that's the defense form. And then on the other side, we've got the Phanpy, the Trubbish, and the Delphox. So this is the first time I'm opening a full booster box of Japanese cards here on the channel. I have already done a Japanese pack opening of Ninja Spinner a couple of weeks ago now, where we got a really big pull. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's a really underwatched video. It's only got a handful of views and it's probably one of my better videos, to be honest. So definitely check that out. But yeah, there we go. Quick look with the plastic wrap removed. I bought this on eBay. It was about £80 with postage, which seems to be the going rate as long as you're not buying it from China, which is always dodgy. And yeah, we're going to open up every single one of the packs inside. We have already got a lot of the normal cards, so I am going to be kind of running through some of these at speed, so they're not maybe going to be as slow as they usually are when I do this kind of videos. We'll make we'll open it up as is intended, make it look all nice. So this, you tuck this down here, and then if you tuck that in, there you go. And then you get the nice little display like you get in the shop. And there we go. There are our 30 packs. A lot of packs of Ninja Spinner. I'm going to divide these up into even piles. I have a reason for this, which you'll see later. So yeah, 30 packs, a big old stack of packs. Of course, the biggest hits from here are the Greninja. I have pulled the Greninja SIR in Japanese 3 separate times now. So that's like, say, 4, including the English one. Let's pop those in the background. And yeah, we're just going to see what we can get. I am going to be trying to master set this. I think basically the only big hit I would need now is the gold Greninja, which you never know we could pull. But yeah, let's get started. So we're going to start off with the first 10. Like I said, this is going to be a bit more rapid fire than I usually do, especially with the English packs where there's the energies and all that stuff to look at, whereas here there isn't. So like I say, hopefully you won't mind them being a little bit of a faster opening today in terms of the individual packs. Claydol, Emolga, Kakuna, Patrat, and on the end, just a Delibird. Like I say, I think there's a couple of EXs, a couple of holographics I need. That's basically it for the base cards. And then it's all the secret rares, the cards above the set number that we're looking for. So we have Roxy, I believe she's called. The Froakie, Carnivine, chilling out in the jungle. Fennekin, and then a Trevenant holographic, which unfortunately we do have. But that's our first holographic of the day. Pack number 3. I think what I'm going to do is, the reason I've split them up into stacks of 10 is I think for the middle 10 I'm going to do a mega pack, which I'll show to you shortly. So here we go. We've got the Garbodor, the big pile of rubbish, Beldum, Esper, a Weedle, and then just a Meowstic on the end. Need to make sure I'm taking them from the right pile. I keep going to take them from the back, and that's not correct. I do like, it is funny looking back at my first video, I really didn't know how to open these, and now I've got it down to a science. Avalugg, Donphan, Bergmite, testing my memory here, Delphox, and there we go, our first hit. It is a double. We do already have this, unfortunately, but it's a Crobat illustration rare, or an art rare, as they call it in Japanese. I just realised I don't actually have my little stands, but we can still lean it up there. So there we go. That's our first hit. I think I had a quick look, and I think we're meant to be guaranteed like 4 of that rarity in a booster box. There's still quite a few of these art rares that I need from the Japanese, so it'd be nice if we got some fresh ones. Here we go. Take the one off the back. We have the Deoxys, the Golbat, the regular version, Remoraid, Ferroseed, sorry, and then on the end, Emma, I believe she's called. I've only learned what half these cards are called now that I've opened some of the English. Pack. It's going to be a big old pile of empty packs by the time we're done. We have the fishing net, I can't remember the exact name of that. Watchog, Vulpix, Emolga, and the Keldeo. Got a couple more left in this first stack. Here we go. Onto the front. Skuntank, the Golbat, Wimpod, Fampi, and oh, there we go. That's one we don't have. The Xerneas art rare. That's a really pretty card. It's really nice. Such pretty colours. But that is new. That's awesome. There we go. That's another one to add to our master set. Like I say, super pretty. I don't recognise the name of the artist, but that is a very nice card. So we're going to sleeve up this bad boy and pop it in the background with our Golbat. Or is this Crobat? No, this is Crobat, sorry, isn't it? Not Golbat. Saying the wrong one. So we're already 2 hits in and we're not even done with our first 10. But yeah, I've looked it up, and I think generally it seems to see get like 1 secret rare, but then the last booster box I got a secret rare and the SAR, so I don't know whether that's correct. And also I think what I was looking at was maybe for Scarlet and Violet, so it might be they changed it for this new set. Tauros, Stunky, Matang, Remoraid, and the Cobalion EX. I've got so many of this EX, which is kind of annoying because there's other EXs I need that haven't pulled, but it is a hit. So we'll pop that in the background as well. 2 left in this initial stack. So 3 hits already, and we're only like 8 packs in. Go. Turn that around. Quickly dispose of the wrapper. Go. Pop that to the front. And we have, what's the Transformation Tome? Testing my memory here. Meowstic, Skrelp, a Carnivine, and then just a Chinchino? Yeah, I think it's Chinchino into Minchino. So here's the last one from our first 10. Like I said, we're going to move on to making a mega pack. So we're going to put that over there. Pop that to the front. Claydol, Flaffy, still struggle remembering the order of those, Goomy, a Zubat, and a Delphox, which I believe we also have. I think that's one of the holos we also have. So that's our first 10. Now, like I said, I'm going to do what I call a mega pack, or well, Max Morphle, I think is technically where I got the idea from.
You absolute leech!
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip open all 10 of these packs, take the rare off the back, and then we'll look through the rares. Like I said, we've got all the normal, you know, non-holo cards, so we'll just be looking through the same cards. So I want to do that a little bit. So I'm going to stick it on fast forward while I get it in order. Then we'll come back and see what we get in our special rare pack. Okay, so we're back. There was no cuts there, no edits. All I've done is fast forwarded. We now have our mega pack. So these are the 10 hits on the end. So let's see what we've got. Starting off, we just have the tower. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. Oh, there we go. That's AZ's something or other. I can't recall the exact name of it, but that's a secret rare. Very nice. Okay, we've got the red card secret rare, the water energy, a Crobat, Ferrothorn, the regular red card, Glisopod, a Pyro EX, a Xerneas, and that's it. And I think we have the Xerneas. There we go. We got 3 hits out of that. That might mean we're not going to get an SAR, potentially, or a Mega Hyper Rare. But this is a double, this is a double, but this AZ's, like I say, unfortunately I don't know the full name of the card. That is new to us. That is a nice little hit. So we'll sleeve all these up. There we go. That was our first little mega pack. Pop these into the background. I'll give them a bit of a reshuffle. So yeah, this one, like I say, is a double. I think it's one of the first ones we got, actually, from this set, if I remember rightly. And these secret rares are technically higher than the art rares, although, you know, I personally prefer the art rares, if I'm being honest. Let's try and nudge this along a little bit. Probably not going to be enough room. And there's our new boy, the AZ. The AZ boy. But yeah, I could be wrong, but I think because we've got 2 secret rares, that might mean there's no other big hit in the box. But again, I'm not sure. And I can't really complain. We've got 2 new cards for our master set, 2 new secret rares at the very least. Would be nice to get a couple more holos or EXs that we need. So yeah, we're just going to go back to traditional style for the last 10, the last third of our box. Second full booster box that I've opened. So here we go, onto the front. We have the Ninetales, Baltoy, Phantump, Trubbish, and then just the Metal Energy. I do think it's kind of rubbish they've made those holographic cards. I'm like, who wants that as a holographic? No one. Give me a Pokemon. Give me a Pokemon. That's what I say. So pop that to the front. We have the Deoxys, Frogadier, Chespin, Beldum, and on the end a Philippe, French. Another pack. Not another one. I think technically maybe we should have a couple more hits, I think. Again, if what I've seen about the sort of guaranteed hit rates is correct. We have Sudowoodo, Quillfish, Octillery, Minccino, and on the end, a Chestnut holographic. And I think we do need this, actually. I've got a feeling this is one of the few holographics that we need, so I'm going to put that in the background as well, because that is, if I'm correct, technically a hit. But I'm pretty sure we needed that, so that's very nice. I think we need the Beedrill EX is the one I can think of off the top of my head that I know we need. It'd be really nice if we got one of them. Of course, I think after this, I probably am just primarily just going to start picking up singles. You know, obviously I was hoping that I might pull that Mega Hyper Rare, but, you know, it's always something we can try and get in the future. We have the Avalugg. Goomy, is this Goomy? I can't remember that line very well. Kakuna, a Wimpod. Oh, and then the Goomy. Again, I think it's the Goomy. Art Rare. Lovely. That's very nice. So we've got 2 new art rares today. That's awesome. Very happy with that. Because, like I say, we were definitely feeling a bit lacking in the art rare department. Let's try and shuffle these boys along a little bit. Make some room. Have a nice little display of all our hits. There we go. So yeah, 3 art rares, 2 secret rares, 2 EXs, and then the holographic card I believe that we need. So I think we've done pretty well, to be fair. Not as insane as last time, but admittedly, you know, that was ridiculous. So I can't really be too upset about that. Here we go. We have... this is like this card works with Floette. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, this links to Floette a bit like I think the card from Perfect Order that you could use with Mega Zygarde. Flaffy, Fennekin, the Fox, a Bergmite, and a Ferrothorn. We're down to our last 5 packs now of Ninja Spinner. I am actually going to Denmark in a couple of days from filming of this video, so I'll be looking for some Pokemon out there, see what I can find. I might even be able to pick up some of the cards I need for this set while I'm over there, you never know. Deoxys, Matang, Phanpy, Goomy, and then on the end, oh, there we go, that's one of the X's we need. The Mega Dragalge, I think it's pronounced, EX. Awesome, so that is one we need. So I am going to lovingly sleeve this bad boy up. I think we'll get rid of the Pyro because we've got a bunch of them. Pop him in the background. There we go. So we're filling out the master set, which is awesome. If we're not going to get a big crazy hit, I'd rather we're getting stuff we need. Again, it's less stuff I'm going to have to pick up later on. I don't think we'll have the full master set done. I think there's still at least an EX or maybe a couple of holos that we need. But most of it, I think, now will be done by the time we're finished. Here we go. Garbodor, Golbat, Chestnut? No, Chestnut's the one in the back. This is Quilladin, I want to say. Esper, and on the end, just a fishing net. Final 3. We've done pretty damn well. Fair few new cards there. How many are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 new cards at least for the master set. It's not too bad. Could still be some more for us to get. We've got Emma, Remoraid, Watchog, Skrill. Oh, and there we go, another one that we need. The Beedrill EX. Awesome, okay. So hell yeah. I will take that every day of the week. Goodbye, Mr. Cobalion. I'm sick of seeing you. Beedrill can take your place. Lovely stuff, there we go. So yeah, I think maybe you guarantee 2 secret rares and then one of the secret rares can be an SAR or a Mega Hyper Rare unless there's one hiding in these last 2 packs. But I imagine that must be the case based on the last box I've opened and this one. So unless, again, we get something. I think technically maybe we might get one more art rare. Maybe. I could be wrong. Let's have a Lucky Loo. We've got Philippe, the Litleo, Emolga, Quillfish, and on the end, just the Deoxys. And here we go, the final pack. Let's bless it. Can we get a little bit of last pack magic? Like I said, we've done really well in terms of our new hits. So I'm not complaining in the slightest. But let's see if we're going to be lucky with our final pack. 30 packs ripped through just like that. So quick with the Japanese because there's no messing around to be done. Delibird, Ferroseed, Pumpkaboo, Octillery, and then on the end, just a Crobat. So nothing in our last pack, but let's gather everything up because we have done pretty well. Have a quick look at everything we've got. Okay, yeah, so let's have a look. We got a good amount of hits. We got the Chestnut holographic, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure we need. A Cobalion EX, which is a duplicate. I think this is like the 5th one of this we've pulled. A Pyro, again, which we've pulled a few times. But then we got the Beedrill, which is new. Lovely stuff. We got the Mega Dragalge, which again is new. The Crobat Art Rare, which is a double. But then we also got the Xerneas and the Goomy. I'm amazed we haven't had either a Froakie or a Frogadier Art Rare yet, actually. We got the special red card, I think it's called, which is a double. And then the AZ's, whatever it is called, because I'm not 100% sure. So we did pretty darn well. Lots of new cards for our master set. No big crazy hit in this one, but like I say, I've pulled 3 of the Mega Greninja SAR, so I can't really be mad about that. But really good in terms of the hits. A couple of doubles, but largely we've got a lot of new stuff we need for our set. So I hope you have enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Do like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And peace.